Good morning. It's 8:30. I've had a little bit of a late this morning. I had quite a good sleep last night. I set my alarm for 4 o'clock to set the camera up to get a sunrise, but I just could not be bothered to get up. Well, I did get up and go for a wee, but because of my foot, I didn't fancy putting my boots back on. It would have just hurt my foot. So I just went out barefoot, just stood literally right by the tent. Had a wee. I thought, screw it, I'm going back to sleep. I ain't gonna put my boots on and walk around trying to set up the camera. And to be fair, I've not actually looked outside yet, but it seems like it's overcast and it's been very, very windy. So just gonna wake up a little bit, get changed, sort my foot out, and get up and have some breakfast. So quickly see what it's like looks like outside. Oh, bit foggy. Good job I didn't try and get a sunrise, isn't it? I did not expect that this morning. It's supposed to be complete sunshine. Right, let's get changed. Right, I finally got up out of the tent. It's now 9:30. It's an hour after I last spoke to you. But I thought it was so foggy, there's no point in getting up. So what I've done, I've downloaded part 1 onto my phone from the pocket, just to do a quick rough edit, just to see how long the video is going to be. And thankfully it's not too long. Obviously I'm going to do all the proper editing on the computer. As you can see, the fog has lifted, well, this part anyway. My foot's giving me jip, but it did yesterday morning when I first woke up, and as the day went on, it did get slightly better, then it got really bad again. As I opened the tent, I saw about 20 or 30 squaddies running along that track with a vehicle in behind and in front. Screw that, they was jogging all the way up over there. You see a bit of mist still up on Yes Tor. Now I'm not sure what way to go today. Where I left David yesterday, just up there on that track, just down from Westmill Tor, I found one of the little bits that go on to the bottom of your walking pole. So I shouted across to him to check his pole, and it wasn't his. So I just left it there. And once I got up here, I realised it was mine. And I don't really want to walk any further than I have to. It's not littering, it is accidental. I think I might just leave that at the shop. I mean, leave that there, and you buy them cheap enough in the shop anyway. But it's a bit of a boring way back that way. The way I do want to go, however, is either up Oak Tor and along that ridge, or follow the track down there, then make my way up to Bellstone Common. Much more interesting, and yeah, I just can't make up my mind yet. But either way, I'm just gonna filter the rest of my water that I collected yesterday and get a brew on and a cuppa. Okay, so I'm going for a little bit more of a boring breakfast this morning. I'm gonna have instant oats, golden syrup from Aldi, and a couple of cereal bars. Just quick and easy today. And also I'm going to get my brew on. That should do it all, I suppose. Fingers crossed. Well, that's a bit embarrassing. Just before I started cooking, I realised, and I didn't notice last night, there's a great big human turd in that little ditch. And someone's just come walking up, he stood right there, he's talking to me and looked down. He obviously thought I'd done it. And then his dog come running around to my tent, ran somewhere else, couldn't find his dog, so he had to look at my tent to see if the dog was in there. And I've got a little bit of cider left in my cider bottle, which looks like a bottle of piss. Oh, God knows what he must be thinking. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to get much more of a boil onto this. It's so windy that I'm just going to have to make do. Some of these tea bags are so old, they're starting to break. I'm going to have a strong tea this morning. First thing, I'm just going to make sure there's enough water for the porridge. Yeah, there's plenty of water for that. I've obviously messed that up a bit. I've broke the lid. Just give that a little stir. Leave that to set. I'm just hoping that is hot enough to make it set. I don't know, does that have to be hot to make it set? I don't know. And got loads of little tea bits in there, great. Leave the tea bags in there a little bit longer, I think. May as well have breakfast starters, and a fruit and grain strawberry breakfast thing. Porridge is going to be as done as it can be, really. Bit watery. I think I'll be drinking it more than anything. My cup of tea, there was loads of white bits in it. I think the milk has turned where it's warmed up quite a bit, so I'll just try to scoop the white bits out. There's still a few in there, but hopefully I should be okay. So yeah, I'm going to crack on and eat breakfast. Right, as you can see, I'm all packed up, ready to go. It's now 10 to 12. I don't know what's taking me so long, to be fair. And that's where I was last night. So all you can see is just a flattened bit of grass. And yeah, I'm not sure if I'd camp up here again. It's not one of the best tools to camp up on. I mean, it is stunning, 360 view, but I suppose I was really spoilt yesterday on Meldon Dam, wasn't I? Reservoir. Got people coming up here now. Well, yeah, it's sunny and a few clouds about. It was supposed to be really sunny today. Well, yeah, I'm not sure what way I'm going to go yet. I'll let you know when I know. Right, I'm just coming down from East Miltor, and just like to say hello to Jason and your family. So good to meet you, and I look forward to hearing from you in the comments once you've subbed and watched some videos. That's if you're still awake, that is. I've decided to head towards Road Tour, coming to Okehampton that way because it's about a mile shorter, and it's getting on a bit now. I just want to get home, have a shower, proper cup of tea, maybe even a bath. My lovely wifey runs me a bath sometimes after I've been out doing this. She's a good wife. Yeah, so I'm heading back down towards Newbridge, which is that little bridge you saw me walking over yesterday, and I did go down and try to do some night photography down there last night, but it didn't actually come out that well. Might have been because I wasn't doing it right. I had quite a few drinks last night, hence why my pack is a lot lighter today. Some people down there, hopefully they'll be gone by the time I get there. But that's a shame. I didn't film down there because there were a couple of people down there. But that little bridge and that brook is called Blackfen Brook. It's actually a very nice little area, to be fair, and it's not too far a walk from the car parks. God, my foot is giving me chip today, especially on these uphill bits. Well, I've decided I'm going to go and find the rest of my pole. Mission. Well, that's why I was camping last night, East Miltor. And I followed this track up, and I've actually cut the corner. I should have walked up to there and then back on myself down to this track. Screw that, I just cut across that grass. I did think as I was going up the grass though, maybe I shouldn't have cut through there, because I think the adders are still active at the moment. That'd just be my luck, getting bit by an adder, just to add to the other injury on my foot. Right, I'm just coming up to the junction on the track, the one that leads up to Yes Tor, and I chucked that bit back on the ground along here somewhere. And I'm not 100% sure where. I mean, now I've come this far,
I'm going to have to find it. I originally saw it just down there. I shouted to David, and I think I just chucked it down there somewhere like that. Trouble is, it's the same colour as these rocks. So I've just found it. Here it is. Chuck that in one of my pockets. Well, there we go. No one can accuse me of littering now. I thought I'd come and pick it up, as well as this way being a bit shorter. I just realised it's quite a talkative video, which is unusual for me. Most of you have probably switched off by now. So I'll do a little bit of filming on the way back through. The other way I wanted to go was down through there, and you come down through some woodlands and underneath the viaduct, but I'll save that for another day. I want to try and get some cinematic shots from down there, but I just haven't got the time to do that today. I mean, this one trip I've made 3 actual camping videos and 2 cooking videos. So hopefully that should tide me over for a bit, because obviously I won't be able to get out that often. But apart from that, kayak camp. I've just come down to this road tour. I don't think I'm going to go that way, because you've got to go up and then back down. Just bumped into a gentleman called Mike. Hello Mike, if you remember to watch. He was saying they've got the engines out for the thing over there. I can't remember what he said it was for. It's very rare for it to be out. I was tempted to go over, but I just need to get back. My foot is hurting, so I'm going to give that a miss. It's going to take this left-hand track, which runs in between West Mill Tour and Road Tour. And in fact, I'm going to go the way you went yesterday, David. And I'll go down past the army camp. I'm going to come off, go over the track or bridleway, which takes you over the A30 and down in by the station. It's not 100% sunshine, but it's still a beautiful day. Sorry, hiccups. Still a beautiful day. Well, I've just come from that direction there. Just there you can see a hawthorn tree. I think it's a hawthorn tree. Please do correct me if I'm wrong. But I've just got some, attempted some cinematic shots, some really good camera angles, and yeah, I'm quite happy with that. It's going to give you a little insight into the other types of video I want to be producing. It's nowhere near as good as I want it to be. I need to practice a lot more, and I need to colour grade. I've just used a colour off the actual pocket, because colour grading is just a complete, it's just a whole topic in itself. So hopefully I will learn that one day. I just find when I try and colour grade, I actually make it look worse. But when I know what I'm doing, it will look a lot better. It's a little bit boring, this part of the moor, but it's a part of the moors I've not been to. We're just coming up to the army camp, you can see just there. So yeah, I should be back in Okehampton in about an hour and 15 minutes. Let's crack on. I forgot to just mention actually, that cinematic, or attempting cinematic, I'm not sure if I'm going to put that in this video or do that as a completely separate video. But I might put it in this video and edit it slightly different in another video. I'm not sure. Right, I'm past the camp now, looking down towards Okehampton. Thankfully it's all downhill, but most of you that are used to hiking will also know downhill can be just as challenging. All that pressure on your shins, your feet, your knees. But I'd rather be going downhill than uphill. But what a stunning view. 16% gradient. I feel like that's the only amount of energy I've got left in me. Right, you might be able to hear by the traffic. I'm just about to go over the footbridge that goes over the A30. I have been over this once before, but I come from that direction there, and I think that was before I started YouTube actually. I'm stuck. Oh, there we go. That's the trouble when you've got a big pack on. The amount of times I've driven under this bridge with this new job I'm doing, about once every week or two, I've got to do a vehicle transfer, so I drive a coach or a bus down to Cornwall, change vehicles and bring another one back. I've just looked at the bus times. There's a bus that goes in about 15 minutes, but I don't think I'm going to make that. So I might just have to get the bus that goes at 3:05. But I'm not too far from the station now. Well, there's Okehampton train station. They're doing a lot of, or Network Rail is doing a lot of work on it right now. I think it's because they only run trains out here seasonally, but now there's going to be a full timetable coming out here, which is quite handy if you're coming down from London or up country and you're travelling by train, because it's now going to mean you can come straight up here and I wouldn't mind having a go. Well, going on the train, just see what the route's like, because I've never done it before. Lost my what I was going to say then. So just coming up to underneath the train bridge, and this is basically where I started from. Well, I started from where I got off the bus, but this is the main bit really. Yeah, the station's all closed off there. At least my pack's a lot lighter than it was last time I was a couple of days ago. Right, so before well, I'm going to end the video now before I get to the more built up area. I'm still not confident to talk on camera in public, even though I know I'm talking to you lot now. But yeah, it's been a good camp. I've learnt some lessons, as in not to carry such a heavy pack again. Hopefully the next camp, and the last camp I do for a while, will be in a week or two, down on the kayak. That should be a really, really nice camp, really nice. But yeah, if you've seen this far, or watched this far, thank you very much. I really appreciate that you've not fallen asleep. And hope you all take care, and I will see you on the next video. Cheers.